From Advanced Integrated Health. You know, in yesterday's video on nutritional deficiencies, we discussed about getting adequate amounts of vitamins and minerals to survive. But the question is, are you getting enough to thrive? Right? It's just not enough to survive anymore. Even if you eat well, most people don't. Remember from yesterday that how and where your food is grown affects the nutrient profile, and most modern food quality, right, is very, very poor. So really, how sufficient are you? That's why we do the tests. Today we're going to review the 5 top deficiencies and also how to support them a little bit. Eating real food must be the foundation, but often it's not enough. Often you need whole food supplementation, not synthetic vitamins, right? Like most of, over 90% of vitamins are synthetic. I'm talking about whole food supplements. But let's talk about those deficiencies. Number 1, mentioned it yesterday, so important, vitamin D. Okay? Researchers are showing that a lot of people, like half the people, for us it's more than that, in this office are vitamin D deficient. This percentage rises even way past that in the elderly and with people with darker skin. Now signs, obvious signs of vitamin D deficiency are obesity, achy bones, a lot of depression and anxiety, poor immune function, always getting sick, inability to recover. Now the optimal range, right, appears to be somewhere between 50 and 70. We see over half of our patients in the teens and 20s, total vitamin D insufficiency. As for how to optimize it, you need to get sensible sun exposure. Although if you live in a place like New Jersey, you're going to have to supplement. So, but how do you know exactly how much to take? Again, we don't guess about those things. You have to get it tested at least once a year, right? Number 2 deficiency, omega-3 fats or omega-3 fatty acids. So low concentrations of these good fats, they're called EPA and DHA. They are associated, right, with increased risk of death, guys, from all causes, right? It's said to be the 6th leading cause or killer of Americans, low omega-3s. Obvious signs of omega-3 to omega-6 poor ratio, menstrual cramps, dry skin, poor attention span. That ratio should be 1 to 1, right? Should be 1 to 1, omega-3s to omega-6. But when they do the test on people, it's as high as 1 to 20 or 1 to 50. So in addition to upping your omega-3s, talk about that in a second, you have to also lower your omega-6s, which basically means cutting down drastically on processed food, packaged food, refined food, fried food specifically. There are sources that are really high, like for example, sardines are extremely high. You know, you can try that. If you want to take omega-3s like most people do in the form of fish oil, the key is to make sure that fish oil has been tested for heavy metals, okay? Number 2 deficiency, K2. Now K2 might be just as important as vitamin D for optimal health. Why? Because without K2, vitamin D cannot work properly. You really need to consider these 2 vitamins together. And by the way, a lot of companies do this. On the label you can see vitamin D and K2, but not all companies, guys, so you have to check. Now vitamin K1, which is the primary form of vitamin K for blood clotting, right? It's found in green leafy vegetables. But only K2 is found in like fermented products. So I'm talking about fermented vegetables like sauerkraut or kimchi or pickles or yogurt, things like that. Also, only grass-fed animals, not grain-fed, will develop high amounts of K2. So you can see why a lot of people are deficient. They're not eating the way I'm describing, right? Number 4, magnesium. It's the 4th most abundant mineral in the entire human body, and yet 80% of the people are low. 80%. It plays a huge role, guys, in your detoxification pathways in the liver. So it helps protect you against environmental chemicals, heavy metals, and other toxins. Magnesium plays a huge role in preventing migraine headaches, high blood pressure, strokes, heart attacks. How do you optimize magnesium? Most people can have a good therapeutic level of magnesium just by eating really well a lot of green leafy vegetables. But sometimes you have to do a little bit more than that. Things like seaweed, spinach, right? Swiss chard. Also, all the nuts, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, sesame seeds, Avocados contain high amounts of magnesium. But unfortunately, that's just a few things. Most foods are very deficient in magnesium. One way you can kind of up your status of magnesium is by taking regular Epsom salts baths, right, or foot baths. That's actually magnesium sulfate, and it gets absorbed through the skin, through the feet. The last deficiency, guys, vitamin B12. Now, vitamin B12 is the energy vitamin, and the two ways you can become deficient is just a lack of vitamin B12 in your diet, but also through your inability to absorb the little that we get. Poor gut health, poor absorption. Nearly half of the population has poor levels of magnesium. B12. Warning signs of B12, tingling in the arms, mood swings, memory fog, things like that. Unfortunately, B12 deficiency may not really present itself until the symptoms are severe, which is why, again, we like to test. Vitamin B12 is present in natural and high forms, mostly in the animal kingdom, which is one of the reasons why we're not big fans of the animal-free diets, right? B12-rich foods would therefore be beef and beef liver, but organic and grass-fed, venison, red snapper, salmon, shrimp, pastured chicken, pastured eggs, things like that. Now tomorrow we're going to leave this topic of nutritional deficiencies and go on to the third pillar of health behind me, toxicity. Right? Toxicity. Did you know, for example, that one of the ways that your body and reasons why it holds on to fat, right, is because it's trying to protect you from toxins. You'll see why that's true tomorrow. All right? So did you learn something today? If you'd like to learn more how we help people without a lot of prescription drugs or surgery, there's a few things you can do. Please like this video. Please follow us. Please subscribe to our channel. Any comments you have, any questions, enter them right now. Visit us on our website, guys. But the two most important things: share this video with people you care about. This is education that people do not get, right, about nutrition. Parents of children with ADHD. What else? A lot of thyroid issues we take care of in this office. A lot of blood sugar, a lot of gut, things like that. Share this video, please. And lastly, come see us. You can visit the office. We have free consultations with one of the doctors. You can reach us directly at 973-376-8383. Set up that consultation. And hey, you know what? If you'd like us to reach out and show you how easy that can be, in the comment section, you can just write yes, and we'll connect with you. We'll show you how to set up that free consultation. Okay? Appreciate you guys listening. Look forward to that next video. And bye-bye for now.